After claiming ownership over Thor's body, Donald Blake stole an axe from his armory with the intention of using it to wreak havoc upon Asgard. But before doing so, he gazed upon the destroyer armor, questioning how he could turn it on. Moments later, Lady Sif, Beta Ray Bill, and Volstagg busted their way in, demanding him to release his newly acquired weapon. So he did exactly that by hurling it directly at them. It almost hit Sif right in the head, but before it could, Beta Ray Bill snatched it from its path. He refused to let Donald's treachery continue, and knew that slugging it out with him was inevitable. But just like his battle with Loki, Donald proved to be superior. He had all the powers of Thor combined with all the tactile precision of a surgeon, and after slicing up Bill's body in more ways than thought possible, he ripped out the enchantment that gave him his powers, shouting that there would be no more Thors. Which brings us to the question, why was Donald Blake doing this? Why did he want full control over Thor's body, and why was he determined to wreak havoc upon Asgard? Well, the answer is Odin. He realized why Odin created him. He felt like a toy/experiment whose only purpose was to serve Thor. At first he was okay with it because he was kind of in a trance and would pretty much just stroll around in the happy little land that Odin created for him while Thor did his thing on the outside, kinda like Hulk and Bruce Banner. But somewhere along the line he snapped out of it and gained sentience. Realizing that he was trapped there drove him mad to the point that he slaughtered everything in sight. But now that he was in the real world because Thor let him out, oblivious of what he'd become, he wanted permanent freedom. He was done being Odin's plaything and furiously determined to kill all versions of Thor. And with his few displays of power, that seemed very possible, because not only did he easily beat Loki and Beta Ray Bill, but he also went on to beat Volstagg one-on-one, and then what was practically every single member of the Thunder Guard. And the Thunder Guard wasn't just any team. They weren't just a bunch of pushovers. Each member was a superhuman equipped with a hammer made of Asgardian iron. But Donald Blake absolutely annihilated them without struggle. And after that, he outmatched Sif, stole her sword, and then used it to summon the Rainbow Bridge to transfer her and all the warriors that survived to a different dimension. But sadly, that's where things come to an end. But if you want to see what happens next, let me know in the comments down below.